Hi everyone, Pamela here from Eyes for Nature, and today I wanted to chat about a practice that you can use whenever you're making a life decision. This is something that, like all of the practices that I share with you all, that I use in my day-to-day life to great success, and they are typically tools that I bring to the career coaching that I do and also to my friends, because we know that they work and we use them time and again. Sometimes we have to be reminded to use these tools. And so the practice that I want to talk to today is really not having to rely on others' opinions about big decisions that you're making, but instead to go within and rely on yourself and your intuition. This is, again, a simple practice. This is something that you can use whether you meditate on a regular basis or not. And it is something that you can sit quietly, spending 5 to 10 minutes for yourself, asking the question. And so the types of decisions that my friends and I have been using these for, and even in career coaching, is, one of the obvious is whether to change jobs or not, whether to change careers, whether to go on a trip or not, whether to make a decision on one person versus another in a service that you're getting ready to use. Perhaps it's dealing with a service that you're providing to your children. Sit uninterrupted, quietly off to ourselves for 5 to 10 minutes. Give yourself those 5 to 10 minutes so that you can sit and ask yourself the choices that you're choosing from and see how your body feels and reacts to each one. And to really get comfortable with this practice, if you're not already using it, is to give yourself a more simple question and really listen to your body, listen to your reaction. Sometimes you'll get a sense in your stomach. Sometimes it's just something that you can't quite experience in words, or describe in words, but you really have a very strong sense one way or the other. So you could pick something as simple as, what type of movie to watch tonight? Do you want drama or do you want comedy? Sit in silence. Don't intellectualize it, because this isn't necessarily a brain exercise, but really sit in silence and see what comes up for you. See how your body feels when you sit with the thought of watching a comedy this evening, or you sit with the thought of watching a drama this evening. And so it really is about connecting in and feeling, what is the sensation that comes up? What do you get? The next time that you have a decision to make, do I go with this service provider or another service provider? Do I choose this job or that job? Do I change careers or don't I? Really sit with each decision and picture yourself in that reality. I'll give you an example that I used in recent years. I had 2 great opportunities, 2 great job offers between 2 different companies. And I was at the point of having changed jobs entirely, left and was doing some private consulting work. So this was getting back into a corporate environment. So that was my first question. Do I want to go back into a corporate environment or keep working for myself? And if I choose to go back into a corporate environment, which of the 2 companies do I want to work for? And again, got out of my intellectualizing about it, got out of my mind about it, and went into my heart. And I did a quiet exercise picturing myself in each one of those roles. You may not have any idea what the office environment looks like. That doesn't matter. Picture yourself doing the job and just knowing that you're in that company doing that job or the other job. And so literally what I did was I pictured myself in each. And it was interesting because with the one company that I did ultimately choose, I pictured myself in the parking lot of this company. Now, I didn't intend to. I just sat in silence. What would it be like to work for this company? What comes up for me? What does that feel like? And what's really interesting about these exercises is that your intuition gives you what you're meant to have. So for that moment, I pictured the parking lot. Now, mind you, I'd never actually physically been to this building, but for some reason, a picture of a parking lot came up. But ultimately, getting back to the feeling, I felt very good. When I thought about that company, I felt very comfortable. When I thought about the other company, and I thought with my heart, that is, what came up for me was just a feeling of the unknown. Really didn't rest comfortably with me. So that was how I made my decision. I felt very comfortable making the decision about the other company. As it turns out, the company that I went to work for was in the process of changing physical locations in Silicon Valley. And I was going into work one morning, parking in the parking lot and walking into the new building after I had started working there. And suddenly it dawned on me, this was the parking lot that had been coming to me, projected to me as part of this exercise that I'm talking with you about now. So it was validation that I had made the right decision, and was very happy, stayed with that company for 6 years, which is a long time in Silicon Valley, by the way, and no regrets. These are tools and practices that I use in my own personal life, as well as in my career coaching practice and among friends. So I hope it helps you as well. If you want more tips and practices that you can use in your day-to-day life, feel free to hop over to my website, eyesfornature.com. And until next time, blessings. Thanks for listening.